The Extreme Festival action is proudly brought to you by Engine, Autobarn, Dunlop, and Silverton Bolton Nut.
Welcome once again to the Extreme Festival of Motorsport. Today we have a special Women's Day edition of this event. As always, a jam-packed program full of many exciting categories. As you know with the Extreme Festival, it's not only about what happens on track, but also off track. There's a wide variety of live entertainment, a whole bunch of fun activities for the kids, and as always, a lot of food. So let's go to our first category of racing, Autobarn Superhatch.
This season in Superhatch, we've had incredible action, and more of it is about to take place here at the Arena of Motorsport. In the front end of the field, keep an eye out on Morne Hemman, because remember the last time we came here, he had a big issue right in the closing stages, in fact, on the last lap in his Ankro building Mini Cooper. You've got Jeffrey Kruger at the front end, who'll be pushing him to the limit, and Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen and Brett Garland will be there as well. Chris Davison is never out of the hunt at the front, neither is that man, Jonathan DeToy. But as they kick off the line, Rob Portman joins me for commentary, and it looks like Jeff Kruger has got the whole shot and heads down towards turn 1 in the lead.
Greg, just looking all the way down the grid, it's amazing how they fit all these cars on this racetrack. And going into turn 2 now, this is going to be interesting because it's always a mission, and it looks like the Citroen man, that's Van Nieuwenhuizen on the inside, it doesn't quite make it stick. Now it's all about the drive onto the back straight at Slipstream City on lap 1.
Yeah, I like to see the way that they've combined 111 Sports and Saloons classes D and E. A little bit further back here, Alex Marks had a phenomenal outing at the last round, if you recall, and he was actually taking a victory in his category in the Superhatch. But now he has to fight in amongst Wayne Wall and some of the 924 Porsches from the 111 class. At the moment, at the front end, looks like big moves on the way there from Morne Hemman. He started to have a look on the inside. Has he made it stick? No, not quite yet. Van Nieuwenhuizen just kept him out, heading through Castle Magnetech and up to the top of the hill.
Now, Chris Davison, watch out for the man in that bright yellow Opel Kadett there at the top of the hill. Now, turn 5. This is where things do get all kind of spicy in the closing stages of the race. That really is a favourite overtaking position there at the top of the hill on the brakes. And then it's all about getting the section right, because into the final turn, this is where races are won and lost.
Jeff Kruger going exceptionally well here and trying to pull a little bit of a gap over the rest of the field. Morne Hemman is the man who's closing him down. They're on equal lap times, but Jonathan DeToy having a great run here in second place and runs a little wide coming out on the G&H Transport corner. As they come onto the main straightaway, we go a little bit further back into the Class Ds and Es of 111. And at this stage, Ishmael Beloy is actually leading Class D and 111s, but he's third place in Class B of the Superhatch. So he's got a bit of a busy day. We're speaking about Chris Davison. He's also going to have a busy day. Has to participate in this race, climb directly into the next race with the A, Bs and Cs of 111 and goes through some damage there too.
Oh, Greg, you just look all the way through the field. There's 30 cars trying to sort themselves out around the Zwartkops racetrack. One of those men is this man, Andre DANHAUSER, coming onto the back straight. He's second in Class C at the moment, trying to get the slipstream of the green car ahead of him. He's getting it now, but not enough to do a move on the brakes going into turn 4.
Tony Harms is doing a great job in that little Ford Fiesta. Look at the job that Trans-Africa Racing Honda man is doing. Jonathan DeToy is all over Kruger, and he looks on the inside, a big dive into Kenwood. You don't normally make it stick through the double right-hander, but you can see just how hard he's having to work. In the background, though, fastest car on the track, and he's got past Van Nieuwenhuizen now. It is all about Morne Hemman. He's got down into the 113.9s, Rob. In a Mini Cooper, that is absolutely hauling around here.
Yeah, he's flying. You can see that he's closing down the leaders ahead of him now. He got past Van Nieuwenhuizen in the Citroen and now charging his way through. Look at the battle coming down into the final turn. That's Eddie Leach leading. That end is in the middle of that. He's trying to make the move on the Autobarn car. They're just ahead of him. Doesn't make it stick as we come into the front straight to complete yet another lap. At the top of the hill, you can see all the cars filtering through. Good racing all the way through the field. Yeah, that's one of the Honda Civic cars further down the field there in Class E.
Yeah, just taking a little bit of strain at the moment, and that's Vincent Henshaw, another new man to this category, so he's going to take a while to get it all sorted out. At the front, though, it's all about those two. Check that out. Wow, incredible stuff coming out of the dice for first and second. But closing in on first and second is Morne Hemman. Hemman is not too far off this, and in fact, these two are in big trouble. If he continues to get into the 13s while they're only circulating in the 14.5s, there's going to be some serious trouble at the front end pretty soon. This is Class B's battle. Remember, I mentioned the fact that at the front end, Sam Gabber is fighting for Class B's. You've got Chad Tendashate there as well, and a big crash at the top as the toy goes out. all on his own, trying to find a way through on KRUGER.
Like I said, turn 5 at the top of the hill, it always is action aplenty there, and that's a huge mistake there from the Civic man, and that's left Jeffrey KRUGER now out front. Mona Human in the little Mini Cooper, he's coming thick and fast. As we go on board with the Toy, you could see he had to take evasive action, trying to do the move on the brakes, and just ran wide. Oh, and that's a big hit, and that crack in the windscreen is just going to get a little bit bigger after that.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think what happened there is we see 712 being pushed to the sideline as well, Vincent Henshaw. What happened there is he ran out of brakes on that Honda completely, and well done to him for missing the back end of Jeff KRUGER. KRUGER was braking in his normal fashion for the top of the hill. As you can see, the safety car is out, Pretoria and Toyota doing duties there, and I think we might finish this race, because he's still stuck in the kitty litter there, under safety car conditions. And that's not the way you want to end a race, but unfortunately, some days that's how it happens.
Well, if the track is not safe to continue, the Clarkula course has no choice but to red flag it. And it's Jeffrey KRUGER, followed by Morna Human, Hilton van Nieuwenhuizen round out your top 3 in A's, Zane van Sale, Stuart Koenig, and of course Samuel Gerber there in 3rd place in Class B.
In the Class C's, a great effort there from Eddie Leach to win out over Bota Ruus, and Class D's going to Ishmael Beloy as well. Class C in Superhatch went to Andre Danhauser. We caught up with him after his big crash at the previous round.
I tell you, it was one big story to try and get the car back together, but you know, without the help of the Superhatch family and my sponsors, it just would have been impossible. So just a big thanks to them all, you know, and the result is just a bonus that we had such a good finish today. But thanks again to everybody, our truly